So, I assume that you've already seen part 1 of this story because you seriously need that for context in this video, because we're going to get really crazy really fast. Now, where did we leave off? Oh, yeah. So, we looked to see the cop drive in front of the crosswalk ahead of us and rolled down his window to call us over. Andrew and I approached, leaving the other a few paces behind because let's just say they didn't have the credentials for this interaction. So we left them a few paces behind us to approach the cop and try not to get caught. "Hello, officer, what seems to be the issue?"
"Just checking to see what you kids are doing out of school."
"Oh, well, we're seniors. We have early release, so we're just heading over to our friend's house to study."
Uh-huh. So you all have permission to be out of class then?
"Of course, officer. Yep. Only have the 4 classes and then we get to go home. But we're going to study because we want to get our grades up a little bit so we can be ready for college applications. It's getting towards the end of the year, so you know, SAT, ACT, all that jazz."
"Oh, is that so? Well, don't wait too long or you'll end up in community college, and you don't want to end up there. That's where I went."
"Well, be safe. Best of luck to you guys." And then he just left. Just like that. That easy. Now, I don't know if he believed us or just took pity on us because we were stupid kids and we were really bad at lying, but either way, thanks for your service, officer. We all exhaled as he drove away, starting back towards Jasmine's house. Soon after that, however, it started raining. We weren't that far from the house, so we ran as quickly as we could, but we were still pretty soaked. As we all piled inside the house, Jasmine turned to us and said, "Okay, give me your clothes, guys, so I can put them in the dryer." Come on, guys. It's not like you'd be sitting here naked. You keep your underwear, I'll get you some towels, it's fine." We were still pretty hesitant, but instead of being stubborn and catching a cold, we gave her clothes. Now Jasmine said she had clothes for herself to put on, of course, because it was her house, and she'd loaned some clothes to Marie, so only the guys were still waiting for their clothes back. In fact, we ordered a pizza with the money Michael had gotten, which is where he had been when we were waiting for him the whole time. Honestly, I'm not sure what the delivery guy must have thought we were doing, but don't care, we got pizza. Hung out for a while before Raul and Marie disappeared into Jasmine's room. And with Jasmine's room occupied, she decided to disappear into her parents' room with Andrew. It was fine with us. Michael and I were just sitting on the living room couch, listening to music, eating pizza, texting people who were still in class. Now, this is before everyone had music apps, so I just had an iPod Touch that I used to carry around in a Perry the Platypus case. Michael had one earbud and I had the other one as we were flipping through the complex variety of music I listened to. "Did you hear that?" "Hear what?" "It sounded like a car pulling up." "Nah, buddy, you're just being paranoid." "I think I just heard a car door too. That's probably across the street or something." The doorknob began to jingle, and we could hear keys as well. This could have been anyone. Her mom, her dad, the milkman. And here we are, in our underwear, eating pizza on somebody else's couch. Skipping school. So we did what any reasonable individual would do in this situation. I rolled backwards over the edge of the couch, curling up to take the shape of it, while Michael dove across the room and shrouded himself in a blanket. He was completely camouflaged. He stayed silent as the door opened. A figure stepped in the doorway. I couldn't really get a good look at them from where I was hiding, but I watched as the shadow entered the house and shut the door behind them. And it was at this point I realized that you could still hear music playing from my iPod. We didn't notice, but when we jumped across, we had unplugged it, so it was playing out loud now. Maybe they won't notice? Jasmine? Jasmine, you home?" I exhaled a sigh of relief that whoever this man was, he didn't come any closer to the couch, or he might have seen my hair poking out from behind of it. Okay, so with my recollection of how Jasmine's house was laid out, you come through the front door, where he had entered. To your immediate left was the living room. Continuing forward, you'd run into Jasmine's room, where Raul and Marie still were. To the right was the garage, which is where our clothes were. If you went left, however, it would circle you through the kitchen, into the dining room, and back to the living room, where me and Michael were hiding. Now, Her parents' room was directly next to us, but I couldn't really get up and start tapping on the door because then he'd hear me. Now, wouldn't you know, he would go into the house, completely bypass Jasmine's room, and walk up right behind me as I'm hiding behind the couch in my underwear.
Where's Jasmine?
Well, you see, I'm sorry, I'm Justin. Of course, you don't want to shake my hand. I'm in my underwear. Which I can explain. We were in school, see, and then the police showed up, and then we got wet. I mean, not that kind of wet. I mean, oh God. I was floundering, but I mean, I could handle it, you know? I was gonna get my footing eventually. If Michael hadn't popped up from in the blankets he was hiding in, she's in her room. He hesitated for a moment, probably trying to understand what was going on, but then he stormed off angrily. Now, if you were paying attention, you'd remember that Jasmine was in her parents' room, and Raul and Marie were in Jasmine's room, so Michael had sent him in the completely wrong direction. Now, I'm not sure what he walked in on, but all I heard was a shriek, and he came back nearly foaming at the mouth. At this point, I was at a loss for words. Where is Jasmine? Oh, hey guys. What's going on? She played off as innocently as possible. She even came out with a roll of tissue as the reason that she had been in the other room and explained the situation to him pretty much to a T, apart from leaving out Andrew's entire existence. Apparently the reason she didn't come out to save me was that she was rushing Andrew out of her parents' window when she heard the door opening. He looked at her for a moment before entering their parents' room and inspecting everything, under the bed, in the bathroom, in the closets, and after a while he returned pretty much completely calm, even chuckling off the whole situation. So I guess it all worked out perfect. Hello, sir. Is this Jasmine? Whoa! What are you guys doing here? And why are you all in your underwear? Why are you in your underwear? Well, you see, it's really hot on my way from my house, so I just took my clothes off. And you left him there. Yes, sir. On the sidewalk. So basically, we all gathered our clothes, walked out, and Jasmine got in trouble. I actually didn't tell my parents until years later when I was too old to get in trouble for it.